Hi, welcome. There are over 100 possible symptoms that can manifest in peri and postmenopause, and they're all bothersome to some degree, but several are life-changing and can profoundly impact women's lives physically and mentally. 7 stand out for me. Let's talk about them. There are estrogen receptors all over the body, so estrogen's decline, along with progesterone, can have body-wide effects and make life challenging for a large number of women. I want to start with anxiety because it's one of the most common menopause symptoms and can be life-altering when hormones shift. I hear from women daily struggling with over-the-top anxiety, and I've had some unreal and shocking experiences with it myself over the last 10 years. It can take on many forms like panic attacks, phobias, constant worry, health anxiety, OCD, intrusive thoughts, unprovoked fears, and social anxiety. With all of the symptoms and changes going on in menopause, health anxiety is super common and can cause panic, and for good reason. Other things like not wanting to leave the house, unexplained fears like driving and food safety, constant ongoing worry about the menopause symptoms never going away, and new and strange obsessive behaviors like constantly rechecking things or always taking the second product off the store shelves are also common. These experiences are shared with me often, and I'm honestly guilty of a couple myself. I really wish doctors understood that all of the symptoms and chaos in menopause are amplifying the anxiety and not anxiety causing all of the symptoms. Because when you're told that it's all just anxiety, it just causes more anxiety, and it's so frustrating. Next is pain. If I hadn't experienced this one myself, I would not have believed it. Hormone shifts and loss of collagen in midlife can cause so much discomfort. When I was in perimenopause, I think I had tendinitis in at least 4 different places, a frozen shoulder, joint soreness, muscle aching and cramping, and stiffness so bad I could barely function. I thought something was really wrong, but the doctor couldn't find anything to blame the pain on. And of course, he never considered or mentioned menopause. I figured that out on my own. Now that I'm on a really good collagen, vitamin D, and magnesium, my body-wide discomforts have settled down significantly, thankfully. But I spent years in a great deal of pain and struggling to get through each day, and many women share my experiences. I'm asked about widespread aches and discomforts all the time and how to deal with them. It's so sad that menopause can make you feel like you're 110 in your 40s and 50s. Luckily, things like HRT, collagen, exercise, and clean eating can help. Vaginal atrophy also makes the list. It's one of the most horrible changes that often comes with menopause. Drying and thinning of the tissue and changes to pH and the microflora cause so many problems and so much discomfort. Stinging, burning, itching, pain with intimacy, increases in UTIs and infections, micro tears, and bleeding are all common. It's so uncomfortable for some women, even sitting is torturous. Vaginal estrogen cream is the most effective treatment for restoring the tissue and diminishing the discomfort, but many women express fears about using it. I will say that it doesn't carry the same risks as HRT and is safe for most women. Just make sure that the cream you're being prescribed is fragrance-free, because that can cause irritation for a lot of women. Next is the peri-period experience. Talk about life-changing chaos. Perimenopause doesn't follow any rules when it comes to monthly cycles, and bleeding can be all over the place and extremely disruptive and scary. Super heavy flow, 2 periods a month, skipping cycles, spotting all over the place, and ongoing bleeding that you fear will never stop are all possible before periods go away for good. All of that ridiculousness can definitely profoundly impact a woman's life. Trying to function with that level of unpredictability and through all of the heavy and ongoing bleeding can be brutal. Leaving the house can be challenging, let alone going to work all day. No one understands the horror of a period accident better than a perimenopausal woman. Brain fog has to be included too. It doesn't sound like something that would profoundly affect someone's life, but in menopause, that's exactly what it does. I've never experienced anything like it. It honestly scares me sometimes, and it definitely disrupts my life. I forget what I'm doing in the middle of actively doing it. I forget what I'm saying, where I put things, and what things are called. I miss appointments and important dates. I've left the stove on, ran the washing machine without detergent, and I often repeat myself because I forget I've already said it. It's so frustrating and absolutely affects my ability to function every day. Thank goodness I work from home. I don't know what you ladies do working out in the wild with this level of menopause brain. Next is faulty digestion. Declining estrogen slows digestion, changes the microbiome, and jacks up cortisol and inflammation, and the results are life-altering. Nausea, heartburn, reflux, constipation, diarrhea, stomach discomfort, cramps, bloating, and new food intolerances and the reactions they cause. When I was in perimenopause, I would plan all of my appointments and outings early in the morning so I could get them all done before I ate anything so I wouldn't be sick in public. I have it much more in control now in postmenopause, but it was truly horrible for several years. I hear from many women dealing with varying degrees of digestive discomfort and desperate to remedy it so they can live their lives without having to constantly consider it and deal with the discomfort. Eating should be enjoyable, not a stressor and a worry. It's so frustrating. Depression is also on the list. Increases in depression in menopause are common and very much affect quality of life. Hormone shifts can alter the brain and gut and cause some very big changes to moods and mental health, making functioning every day challenging for a lot of peri- and postmenopausal women. In some cases, just taking a shower or getting dressed can be a chore. If depression reaches a level that you can't cope with on your own, please reach out for help. Sometimes medication is needed, and that's okay. There are so many possible symptoms that can show up in menopause that there are definitely others that can impact women's lives. But these are the ones I feel are common and can dramatically affect quality of life for a lot of women. If you feel another symptom or change should make the list, please feel free to add it in the comments. I wish health, happiness, and peace of body and mind for each of you, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.